Now, many of you are probably familiar with the Sue the Saudis Act. Basically, it was an act they were trying to push through Congress, which would make it possible for victims of 9/11 to sue the Saudi government or particular individuals in the Saudi government who were definitely connected to the funding of the event. This was also called the Justice Against Sponsors of a Terrorism Act. Now, as you recall, Obama vetoed the actual act so that it couldn't be passed through. However, Congress overrode him and put it through anyway. Except, here's the really interesting part. This actually opens the door for the United States to be sued by Iraq for the damages of the invasion. And that's what Obama was trying to avoid when he kiboshed the whole thing. But Congress, not really thinking things through, have opened that Pandora's box for countries to sue the United States. Even one congressman was saying that even his experience from being in the Vietnam War, he can now be sued by Vietnam for the damages that the invasion of the country did. I mean, go for it, do it. I dare you. I mean, that would be a great thing. I mean, one lawsuit has already been filed. It's already been pushed to sue the United States for the millions of deaths that have been caused by the invasion of the country. And that's what's and that's the great potential for this. The lobbyist group Arab Project in Iraq now sees their opportunity to ask for compensation from the United States over violations by U.S. forces following the invasion of Iraq that saw the toppling of late President Saddam Hussein in 2003, according to a report from Al Arabiya News. The group is pushing for a full-fledged investigation over the killings of civilians, targets, loss of property, and individuals who suffer torture and other mistreatment at the hands of U.S. forces. Now, it should be noted that there are provisions within the actual act that allow it to be put off indefinitely. For example, the lawyers defending the United States can actually ask for time, ask for reviews of things, and literally put the entire thing off indefinitely, which is most likely the situation that's going to happen. I would be very surprised if this ever actually really got into a position where a judge could make a ruling on the case. I sincerely doubt that would ever happen. But it is important to note that the Saudis have threatened to withdraw their investments of the United States or liquidate them if in fact this were to go through and this to become a real lawsuit that they would have to face, for their responsibility for the events of September 11th, 2001. And I think it's so great that not only can there be some kind of justice, against the United States for the damages that they've caused, and it actually took Americans to being the victim in order for those who are victimized by the United States to be able to stand up and say something. Now, I don't really believe these lawsuits will go anywhere. The United States will stop it. There is always a way to stop a lawsuit if the government really wants it to happen. But it is nice that at least they can try. Although what's really going to come out of it? Probably nothing. But it's nice that they can at least attempt to do so. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.